Hi, and thank you for joining me for another video. And friends, being that we're in the midst of Pesach, I thought that I should make a video discussing a custom that, strangely enough, has grown in the last few decades. And that's the custom of not eating Gebrochts or matzah shruya on Pesach. What's Gebrochts? Gebrochts literally means broken in Yiddish, and it refers to matzah that has absorbed liquid. In Hebrew, it's called matzah shruya, or soaked matzah. So the idea is that one should not allow liquid to be absorbed in any way on the matzah, because as they teach, that it might possibly become chametz. So because of this, people exclude dishes like matzah ball soup, matzah brei, and virtually anything one could imagine to do on Passover to make matzah more tolerable. As a matter of fact, proponents of the idea of Gebrochts go as far not to even have water or liquids on the table when their matzah is present, or will go as far as to keep their matzah in a sealed plastic bag. Again, why do they do this? Because of a fear that perhaps after the matzah is baked, there might be unbaked crumbs of flour on the matzah, that if it came in contact with water, might become chametz. And you're probably wondering, what is the real problem with this custom? I mean, is it hurting anyone? And friends, the truth is that yes, it is. Because they're replacing yet another stumbling block between the world and Torah. How? Because this is an issue spoken about specifically in the Talmud. And it states that it is not a fear at all. And the ruling from the Sanhedrin is that it cannot become chametz. And this is coming directly from the ruling body who decided the parameters of chametz in the first place. So not only is this custom contrary to the halakha, it also attacks it in a way. And yet is another minhag which lays down the seeds for the OCD culture we have in Judaism today. In other words, if something is not halakha, it's not Judaism. So you must be thinking, what must be crossing their minds when they teach it as such? And you're probably wondering, where does this custom even originate from? Because, like we said, there is no Mishnaic or Talmudic source for it. Well, friends, I'm sure you will not be surprised to hear that it was invented by Chabad. That's right, the custom originated from the pages of the Shulchan Aruch Harav. In other words, Chabad's Shulchan Aruch. And friends, being that Chabad is the organization most noted for bringing Jews back to observance nowadays, they are, in short, changing Judaism. And in terms of Pesach, are teaching not only that saf, matzot, and kitniot are prohibited, but now what they call Gebrochts. In other words, making Pesach into Yom Kippur, actually worse than Yom Kippur, because Yom Kippur is just one day, and as you know, Pesach is many. And friends, this should really upset you. Why? Because you have people distorting Torah and halakha. For example, most people who hold by this notion of no Gebrochts are the same who attack my organization for acting outside the norms of modern day Judaism, when everything we teach has a halachic basis, which is something I cannot say for Hasidic practices in general. And those who are against this non-halachic Gebrochts custom should really rethink the whole saf matzah controversy, which if you study it, you will realize was prohibited basically on the same baseless grounds. And friends, you will also find it a bit moronic that those who cry so loudly for unity amongst the Jewish people are the ones who separate it the most because of baseless customs that, again, have no halachic justification. Which is exactly what happens when many refuse to eat in someone else's house just because of a stupid custom. Which is why when you hear someone say the word unity, achdut, the first thing you should ask is on whose terms. And friends, the truth is that why should anyone bash secular Jews for not wanting to keep halakha? Honestly, can you blame them for not wanting to? Because virtually every time they go to a rabbi, they get thrown so many baseless customs, falsely labeled Jewish, that they just opt out of the whole thing. So friends, Gebrochts is 100% allowed on Pesach, no matter what your minhag may be. And for more information on everything Jewish, please visit doordea.com. Thank you.